everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl C Chronicles here with another cracking fragrance review. Today we're talking about Lattafa again, and I picked this one today for you guys. This is called Velvet Oud by Lattafa, and this is the presentation, right? It's got velvet all over it. Very nice presentation. It's got that tamper-proof seal there, or stamp of authenticity. And it's got this patch here, you know, where they've put Velvet Oud. I'm not sure whether they've stuck it or they've actually sewn it around, because this looks gorgeous. Look at that. That looks really beautiful. And this is how we get to the fragrance itself, right? Beautiful, beautiful. This is like a niche presentation. Most of the niche fragrances, I've noticed they come in this kind of presentation, and I won't take it away from this. This is also niche quality. It's a niche quality fragrance, so not surprising that it's presented in this way. I just love this fragrance. This is the bottom. I usually keep it like this on my dresser because I just, you know, love the look. I love how it looks like this, but you can actually take this off, and then it's got this stamp here, gold stamp, written Velvet Oud, and this is the cap. The cap has got that Lattafa logo in it, and yeah, and it's written Lattafa right there, if you can see that. So yeah, this is the fragrance in question, guys. And the cap is very heavy. This actually reminds me of a huge crystal or a diamond. Look at this, you know, very beautiful cap. They make it hard to throw away some of these, because, you know, after I finish using this fragrance, I would actually feel like just displaying this fragrance, because this is gorgeous, guys. So I'm gonna spray this in the air, and then I'll tell you what I'm perceiving. First off, this is a very leathery fragrance. This is I'm just getting a leather burst here. So this is a very leather-based fragrance. Beautiful leathery fragrance. This is actually a clone for Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. So if you love Tom Ford's Tuscan leather and you want a cheaper alternative, or one that you use more often or not sparingly, then this could be your girl. This is listed as unisex. The concentration is Oud Perfume, and what I have here is 100 mils. The notes here are there's a lot of citruses in this perfume. It's a very citrusy, cinnamony, musky fragrance. It's got ergohood, which is the oud, but the oud here is a very good oud for beginners. If you want to try your hand on oud, this has got a bit of it. It's not like a huge concentration of oud, so, you know, most people stay away from oud because some of them think, oh no, if it's not blended well, or it can be too overpowering. I think the way they've done it here is just golden. They've done it in a nice, subtle way, and this perfume also has amber, you know, in a lot of instance in it. But like I said, it's a very leathery fragrance. So if you love the leathery fragrance, I've tried Tom Ford's Tuscan leather, and I can swear this is a clone. And some people have said it's a clone for Dunhill's leather blend. I haven't tried that one, but I'd like to believe that because it's also a leather-based fragrance, it's probably, you know, okay to assume that that's a clone as well for, you know, Davidoff's leather blend, as well as Dior's. There's a fragrance from Dior. I think it's Dior Oud Perfume or something, but without the iris. So yeah, this actually reminds me of a lot of fragrances, but it's unique in its own sense. It's niche quality, like I said. It's got some creaminess to it. It's very sweet as well, but not too sweet. By very, but not too. I mean, it's not, you know, like chokingly sweet, although it's sweet. And then it's got you know, some rose accents in there. I can smell, you know, flowery flowers in here, but I think it's more of the rosy flowers. It is very toned down, which is why maybe they've called it Velvet Oud, because it just feels creamy, it feels smooth, it feels just well put together and very classy. You know, it's not cloying in any way. It's a very good starter perfume if you want to try the Middle Eastern, you know, perfume trend, or you want to join that you know, hype of buying Middle Eastern fragrances. You won't go wrong with this one. It's a very creamy fragrance, and this is definitely unisex. I see males, females wearing this one, and it's a classy one, which I think, you know, would really go well for, black tie events, weddings, meetings, and stuff like that. Very elegant. You'd smell elegant. People would ask you what you are wearing, because this fragrance leaves, it makes a statement. It's not a quiet fragrance that will just die down in the background. Definitely not. A lot of florals in here, quite mature, but not too too mature, but it's a quite mature fragrance that maybe, you know, the teenagers might not like. Maybe somebody in their 20s might not find this appealing because it is a bit mature, but overall speaking, it's a very well blended perfume. They've been generous again with the oils in here. The oil concentration speaks, it just does a lot for this fragrance, but at the same time it is restrained. It's not a fragrance that is all over the place, where if you wore it you just choke people with it. I don't think so, unless you overspray it. The other thing about Lattafa is I've noticed that most of their perfumes, are value for money, in the sense that you don't necessarily have to go overboard in terms of spraying. If you do, you actually feel that yourself, because most of them, have decent concentration of oils in there. Them actually are in between an oil and a perfume. That's how good and strong they are. So this is one of them. To me, the lasting power on this one is easy, 18 hours. I smell this on my clothes even after I've worn them. On the skin, maybe about 8 hours, but on the clothes, this one has a sticking power. So yes, it's one that I would definitely recommend to buy. Even as a blind buy, I'm pretty sure you would not be disappointed with this fragrance. And it's got massive appealing power. It's got massive presence, great projection. Everything you can think of is in this perfume. So having said that, I hope guys you liked this fragrance review. And if you want to buy this fragrance, I'll definitely recommend you buy it. I bought mine as a blind buy, and I don't regret till this day, because it's really a great fragrance that I cherish a lot. So thank you very much for joining me. Please do subscribe, like, comment, and share, and remember to stay fabulous and to stay safe. It's been your girl CeeChronicles. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm gonna sign out and hope you guys stay safe and stay blessed. Cheers.